Yeah, what's up, YouTube? I'm outside, looking great. I want to talk about GMO foods right quick and how people think about them. All GMO food is a concentration of itself, basically. So if you know mint, the main constituent of mint is menthol. The GMO property of menthol would be to extract only the menthol and leave all the rest of the chemicals out of it. So eating GMO food is actually more healthy and more organic than what people think is organic. For the simple fact that chemicals in it is concentrated to the point where people's body is actually overdosing from this drug. The drug is just a concentration of a chemical, but it doesn't mean it's not natural. There's nothing on this planet that's not natural. Everything comes from nature. So if you look at it, a lot of the shit they put is just pure forms of some shit inside of a food. There's not too much processed shit inside of a food. The ability to process means they can manipulate how much of the item or the chemical, the constituent that's inside your actual food. It's the singularity. They extract all the bullshit and they implement a singularity into your food. So basically, you're eating God right now. Like the way you eat God. That's why you have to eat in portions with this shit. Because it's too much. You overdose. Your body overdose. Your body can't handle it because it's too much. You're eating God right now. It's not. Oh yeah. They put a lot of chemicals in there. Like other people think. This is what they think. They think there's other types of chemicals, harmful this, harmful that. The shit they sell at the grocery store is meant for people with a lot of deficiencies. So if you're not deficient in some shit, then you shouldn't be eating that shit. Or if you eat it, you're supposed to eat it watered down. Like if you go to the store and buy juice, you're supposed to add water to that juice rather than just drink the fucking juice straight. Same thing with soda. A lot of this shit you're supposed to be making at home organically yourself because you should already know the knowledge on how to make your own juices, your own sodas, your own purify your own waters and shit like that. So that's meant for you. You misusing drugs. That's not meant for you. You taking other people's drugs. Like they Neanderthals and shit like that. They make them supermarkets for them. They make it for them and their species, their types, because they got different types of Neanderthals. So where one type of Neanderthal is more deficient than the next Neanderthal. Then they're trying to come back into our melanated being. Some Neanderthals are more of a melanated being than other Neanderthals for the exact same reason. So let's look at it like this. If you know the movie Blade, you know how there's some day walking vampires and some that can't come out in the daytime. Well, the ones that can come out in the daytime make technologies and resources for the ones that can't come out in the daytime, so they can come out in the daytime. They're helping each other out with this. Us as melanated beings aren't supposed to be eating shit that's not crystal. Sugars, salts, crystals, period. That's why if we eat too much crystals, we have high blood pressure. We just get elevated, period. When a Neanderthal eats crystals, they have low blood sugar and shit like that. The effects are different with each type of people. Us as black people, or melanated beings, I'm not gonna say black people, but melanated beings, when we eat sugars and shit like that, our heart beat faster, our chakras pump more, our energy levels is higher. A lot of people with high blood pressure, guess what they do? 9 or 10 times they yell more, they do more, they always hyper as fuck. Like they're more in their Christ conscious than anything for the simple fact that their heart is always beating. Their heart chakra, they love more. They're good people. People eat a lot of melanated things that eat a lot of sugar. They're hyper. They're more insensitive. That means they don't feel too much pain. They don't feel too much pain. So therefore, you can understand it a little bit more. You know what I mean? And it'll be pretty awesome too when you actually pay attention to this. But the way people think about GMO foods is based on society's morality, what other people think about it. Everything in this world is based on how somebody else thinks about it rather than how you think about it. When you actually think about it, you're gonna be mad as fuck that you didn't come to your own conclusion sooner. Because you missed out on a lot of shit in life. You seen a lot of shit in life that you should have seen, but you thought about it differently. So you seen some shit and you thought about it negatively, but really you could have fucking seen it differently and thought about it differently. Say it like this, right? I'm gonna give an example. You play football and one of your teammates fumbled the ball. One of your teammates fumbled the ball on fourth down. And you right there by like inches and go. You're inches and go. You would not have fucking won the game because you're down by 2 points. Teammate fumbled the ball right there by the enemy's end zone. In the first play of theirs that they fucking actually snapped, they get sacked into their own end zone. So now they got the touchback. You get that 2 points and you go into overtime. You could beat up your teammate for dropping the ball, fumbling the ball, and thinking you could have got something you couldn't have got from that, like a touchdown victory. But you still win the game regardless. Some people would choose to beat up their teammate for the simple fact that they did fumble the ball. But some people are going to be very appreciative that they did fumble the ball because now they got a guaranteed win. And it was more effortless. It was more effort. It took less effort than actually trying to win the game on your turn, fourth down, and you got like 15 yards left. Like your quarterback got shot. Shit like that. You got to put two and two together. The society is based on your perception. So if you have a terrible life, man, you got to change your mind. That's the only thing you got to do, change your mind, man. Change how you think about shit. Stare at something until you can no longer think about that shit. Think about like right now, motherfucker about to Junior Mints. I love these jumps. Whoever put chocolate mint together, fucking thank you. It's just the best shit. Yeah, my motherfucking taste buds like in heaven right now. But if you actually look at these Junior Mints, just the box of the Junior Mints, you see it's white and green, like two little chocolate mints things up there. I don't know what the fuck they even call Junior Mints. Junior Mints. That's not the little chocolate things aren't necessarily mints, even though they contain mint in the inside, like the constituent of mints in the inside. They're just balls of chocolate with mint in the inside. These little balls of chocolate right here, chocolate and mint, they don't have a name to them. They have a brand name, Junior Mints, but the item itself, the little chocolate, the little mint balls, the chocolate mint balls, they don't have a name itself. Chocolate mint balls. That's what it is. You gotta combine the names of the different constituents that make up this property and this physical item and shit. This shit get complicated, but it get real. I'm out here in the city, Washington D.C., home of the Illuminati, Freemasons, all this magical shit around me. Is where I can live life. It's a lot of noisy, but at the same time, I'm in my own world right now, talking to you guys. So if you guys are bothered by the noise because you're not used to it, I apologize. But despite that shit, GMO foods can possibly change your life. It is life. Genetically modified is life. That's just natural selection. It's survival of the fittest. Whoever can contain the most GMO food without getting negatively influenced by it is usually God. God is what they consider like the definition of God is the person that can't be changed, destroyed, influenced anyway. It can be manipulated, can't be created. So that this genetically modified food is not creating me. It's not destroying me because I can't destroy it. Therefore, I am God to actually enjoy this shit. It all depends on who you are. Life is how you make it. Life is how you treat it. Life's a life's a bad bitch. When you learn how to appreciate life for what it is, a thing that recycles, something that takes something and transforms it into something else, you're gonna actually appreciate the transformations that they try to throw at you. These Neanderthals try to throw at you. You don't see it as a negative thing, but you can actually embrace and love your neighbor like they say in the Bible. When you realize that the only thing that's here is to help you grow and help you change and to transform and understand yourself and to help you see yourself in a different way, you can actually just cool the fuck out with a lot of shit in life rather than see the rest of the life negatively. Like the shit they use to make GMO foods, that's still a natural thing. So that's nature. You going against nature when you deny a GMO substance. Your brain, your body is all GMO. Your brain, your body's connected to your mind. Your mindset, your body, and your brain need to be here around these GMO foods, around this specific transformation of nature. So when you can appreciate that shit, life is a little bit different for you. What they consider toxic is just a faster way to transform, a different way to transform. I know it's a lot of shit. It's everyday shit. People trying to deny nature and shit like that happens. Otherwise, they very embracing their nature. There's only there's only two reasons police running down the street. Is either somebody embracing their nature or somebody trying to deny their nature. Or a little bit of both, shit. So you can actually appreciate that. You can appreciate that a lot. So when it comes to growth, ask yourself, how do you plan to transform? How do you plan to transform without transformation itself? Without transformation itself, there won't be any transformation. Basically, you're trying to take an outline of what transformation is and implement your own ideas about what it is. So You're trying to build yourself, and that's unnatural. That's the only thing that's unnatural. Taking what nature is, the natural part of life, and using the idea inside your own consciousness that was made to be looked at a certain way and looking at it a different way. The ability to do that is natural. The actual action, the practicality of that shit, to actually do that shit is unnatural. Those thoughts should be floating around in your head. That's a possibility. Having possibilities is the fourth dimension. That shit is natural. In this realm of reality called life, shit is unnatural. Like if you was a dead person, you might can do shit like that because nigga, all dead bodies just need something to be filled. Like they need to be filled with something. So you have to be feeling dead as shit to actually take a realm of reality and try to implement a whole different realm of reality into the bitch. I'm unnatural myself, but a lot of that shit comes from life transforming me into a natural state. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm an abomination to this realm of reality, but I exist here because my presence alone, my essence in this realm of reality can help this realm of reality. So I'm not here as a product of this realm of reality. I'm not here as a product of life. I'm here to help the living transform. It's like having a Grim Reaper being able to basically that's what it is, like a Grim Reaper in a physical flesh. I take I take what's old and bring it new shit. I take what's obsolete and I make it new again. I make it popular. I make it where it's at again. It's like taking a baby, watching a baby grow up, watching the baby. Like, let's put it like this: a caterpillar is only a baby caterpillar as long as it's a caterpillar. Then it goes into a cocoon. The cocoon would be me. Then it would start out as a new butterfly, a baby butterfly, the newest butterfly, the youngest butterfly in the realm of reality of butterflies. You have a bunch of old ass butterflies that have been butterflies for a long ass time, but then this one right here is the new butterfly. This one just came to the game. So this new butterfly is still trying to figure out how to be a butterfly. You just gotta be patient. This is where patience comes in at when transformation comes. Some people don't want to leave the cocoon. And these are the people that are unnatural. Those are the people that's dead. They're stuck in a realm of reality, surrounded by walls. I had to leave my house today to make a video for y'all. For my own natural being of being unnatural, for my own chaotic order, for my own orderly chaos. You see how it's always a vice versa to shit. GMO foods could be the most organic food for you. And the food that you consider organic just because it comes from nature could be the worst ones for you because it has too much shit for you. It's overpowering it. Like it has a variety of different things rather than a focus on one thing. So when you eat food, you're eating a polytheistic God. Being in nature, you're eating a polytheistic God. When you eat a GMO food, you're eating a monotheistic God. If that makes sense.
Okay.
It's good, man.
How you feel?
Yeah, I'm on live right now.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
Are you?
So it depends on who you are and what type of nature you need. You can grow and eat the right food that you need to grow in the direction you want to grow in, and that's the most natural state of being. That's why you have to know yourself to help you grow and transform into the directions you want to transform into, rather than be a byproduct of this transformation. Then a byproduct of this realm of reality, you can actually control your growth like a butterfly does, like a spider does, a butterfly does. A spider builds its own web to catch its prey in, knowing it's going to catch a prey. A butterfly goes into a cocoon. I mean, a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, but does a caterpillar that goes into its own cocoon goes in there for its safety, or does it go in there knowing it's going to be a butterfly someday? Does a caterpillar go into a cocoon with the knowledge